Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Bard's Tale 4. We are here, continuing on Into the Wood. I didn't realize it was such a long quest, and unfortunately, this is a redo. Not because we died or anything, but because I forgot to hit record. I look it over at my other screen. We're recording now. We're doing good. I made a lot of decisions in this stream, and we're going to be going ahead and I'll explain some of those decisions to you. Because I realized I might have made a slight mistake with our build decisions, and some things I'm realizing aren't exactly as important as some other things. So, in that case, well, let's go ahead and get into the game. We've got one more thing to find. Before we head into Attian Tunnel, I'm probably still going to call it Into the Wood, probably just in parts, I suppose. And yeah, we're going to go ahead, finish off these easy guys in front of us using the torch. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our super special secret item at the end of this long maze. Yep. Whoops. Wrong save file. That was the one that we're, well... welcome to the Inshriach, everyone. We're not here yet. I forgot to go back to a previous save. Unfortunate. Manual save. We'll be back in a moment here. We'll check it. We'll find the right one.
Oi, puppy dog. Find the end of the rainbow yet?
What? I didn't even know that was something you could find.
Certainly you can. Start over there and head north. You can't miss it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So innocent, so pure, so gullible. I'm gonna have a look. I don't think that I managed to save that progress. So, what am I gonna do? I'm probably going to go ahead and skip that last fight. It was a very easy, very basic fight. I can't exactly sneak through here. Okay, let's go back to that other save. So essentially, I'll be able to show you with this other save here. It was just one fight with, I think, was it a couple elves? No, wasn't even a couple of elves. It was one fight with two guys wielding maces and the foe dropper ability, and two guys with each having a like the dual daggers. So like they used Razor Strop and such, and they were boosting their attacks like with the throwing of their daggers by like 7 or 8 or so. And yeah, I unfortunately, because in between episodes I only used the autosave of the exiting to Descot. We weren't able to grab that. So anyways, the fight was over here, I believe. Yeah, we had this here. I forgot to mention this. That's a shame. Okay, I will bring this up just for you guys, because yeah, we did that, and I'll show you that in a moment. I don't remember if that was last episode or the episode before. So just in case I forgot to show you guys, I'll bring it up now. I think I might have shown you already, but I'll bring it up now. So, let me go ahead and just grab that off screen. I'm looking for... I have it bookmarked on my Chrome. There we go. Looking for the Bard's Tale 4 code wheel. There we go. So this one here was actually the fox in Waxing Moon in Bear. So we could go ahead here. Fox, Waxing Moon, and bear. And the numbers you're looking for is 5 and 62. And if you go ahead and look it up in your almanac, you're looking for sugar and metal scrap. And then you beat these guys over here. That was what I was mentioning earlier. 2 guys with Foe Dropper and some assassins with Razor Strop and dagger throwing abilities. These 2 little crates and barrels here. And then this chest here is where we got the item. We got a basic rusty full plate helmet. Don't care about that. However, what we did also get was Fiona over here got Lilith's Plume of Duplicy. So, it's got relatively mediocre stats. However, what it does do is it shortens enemy vision range by 25%. And that's actually very useful for sneaking. It's essentially a lesser version of the very strong rogue ability Hide in Shadows, except it's always on. So, what that means is that you could just walk around with one of your party wearing this, and you are very much less likely to, whoops, wrong turn, to get ambushed, because they have a harder time seeing you, and it's much easier to get the first strike on someone that you're trying to ambush. So, with that, that'll be very useful, especially up ahead here, because, well, let's just say that, well, we've got a fight up ahead, and it's going to be a much tougher fight here. So, yeah, we could go ahead and use the, we could use that, but I don't want to deal with any of those, guys yet. Actually, one thing that we also did last episode, not last episode, this episode last time I recorded it, was we went and, everyone actually leveled up. So Merlin leveled up, and he actually went with, oddly enough, he went with, actually, is that odd at all? I forget. What did he go with? Did I go Brewmaster? What level are you? I'm confused now. I have now just thoroughly confused myself. So yes, he would have went with Brewmaster. And after I did it, I realized that's a bit of a mistake. And the reason why I realized that was because Brewmaster gives him +1 intelligence. Intelligence is something that he does not want. Strength is something that he does want. Intelligence, not so much. And the Shot of Courage. He gains 1 spell point and 1 stack of booze at the start of combat. Here's the thing. He already starts with, if everyone has Minstrel, he starts with already 5 spell points. With Minstrel, with him having Minstrel, he will have a maximum spell point of 6. And if he wants a weapon that has spell points, it goes up. But if he wants, but the light armor helmets also have bonus spell points as well. Oh, pardon me. I should be heading to bed. All right, late night recordings. It's actually when I can, funnily enough, be the most productive. Anyways, where were we? Brewmaster gives him an intelligence. He's got lots of spell points already, so he doesn't need the extra 1 spell point from the start of combat. And here's the thing with Brewmaster. It does gain a stack of booze at the start of combat, and that's good. But it also gains an intelligence. So it's like, oh, let's help you get your drunk or your smashed status up faster. And then with the stack of intelligence, it actually reduces the chance, or it reduces the speed of getting your smashed up, because now you have to exceed it by 1 more. So it's counterproductive, Brewmaster, I'm going to go ahead, next chance I get, reset Town Drunk and Brewmaster. We're going to not go either of those at all on Merlin. He's got plenty of other things to do. He wants to grab something like Quick to Celebrate, increasing victory shot to 100% chance. And we also want to go over and grab some attacks for him. He wants to move on to things like Bludgeon Master and Heaving Blow, possibly Shockwave. Not sure about Shockwave, but definitely Heaving Blow for increased crit chance, so that we can get more enemies stunned. He'll want Bludgeon Master for his being able to move targets back, as well as it does actually quite a bit of good damage. It does 18 damage versus the 12 damage that Chop does, so it does an extra 50% damage. But also, he's going to want Grand Rabble Rouser as well as points into Minstrel. So he's got lots of things to go, lots of benefits to get. That is not the Brewmaster. I thought it was going to be good on him, but I was wrong. However, right now, him having the ability Brewmaster means that he can craft Lowland Park, which is going to be very effective, because you can actually go ahead and just grab your crafting recipes, craft a ton of stuff, and then with that ton of stuff, with that gear, what you can do is you just reset their stats, and then as long as you still have the ability to equip it, you're able to drink it, no problem. So Lowland Park, you'll see we actually topped up on our alcohols, 37 Trial Squeeze and 28 Elven Wine, 21 Dwarven Stout, and 22 Lowland Park Whiskies. So, we're good to head into Attian Tunnel. I don't know why, but I was always making one of those T's an L and calling it Atlian Tunnel, which is apparently incorrect. Okay, can I hear some music? It got really quiet all of a sudden. Alright, let's go ahead and consume this. Do we get an XP? It was a fake. It didn't give us any XP. It's terrible. Okay, let's open this up. We got a new fun little type of puzzle here. And stop closing things behind me. That's creepy. So these puzzles, I'm not sure if we've done any of them before, but we can essentially only walk on on each thing once. If we walk on it a second time, if we step onto an already lit little tea light thingy, then it'll reset everything. Did I do that in the perfect way? No. Also, careful here, guys. There's an ambush right here. I figured I would warn you now. And, yeah. Be on your guard. I could, keep in mind that if you're concerned about an ambush, you can go ahead and use the other ability of Blazing Star. Instead of giving you gold, it will instead guarantee first strike in the next combat. So, if you know you're going to be ambushed, go ahead and strike the match. Or, alternatively, if you remember the fight with those really powerful mages in the Pool of Blood, we actually could have used Strike the Match. Like, we could have backed away after finishing the puzzle with the bells. We could have backed away, used Strike the Match to guarantee that we gained first strike, and then walked up to them. So, certain times there, it can be very useful in order for them to not one-shot one or two members of your team before you have a chance to move. Pardon me. Lots of yawns today. Yep. It's past 3 in the morning. Past 3:30 in the morning. Time to get to bed. Alright. Let's go ahead and... No, that's not the torch. Please don't.
Ready.
We want to swap out that torch, please. I want to be able to drink with Fiona if we need to. And be ready to charge. Ready? Ready? Actually, we don't need to charge because we can get close enough without them noticing us. Quite possibly because of the feather.
To set us right.
Whatever.
Funny enough. Oh, I guess Gaufroi is working directly under Yadis. That would make sense. I feel like Yadis is actually very secretly hidden in the shadows of Scarbray and is kind of pulling the strings there somehow. Possibly with the paladins and such as well. And then using weird portals to, like, tell Mangar and all the old gods, or not the old gods, all the old scourges, honestly, what to do.
Good to the last drop.
Here, I'm actually, instead of using an Archer's Beat, I'm going to use Falcon's Fury, just so that we'll be able to take care of these guys much quicker. So, Falcon's Fury it is. It'll do 16 true damage to the targets.
Ready for
Which
orders.
means that even Una can take one out. See? It's as easy as that.
Ready for orders.
And... what else? I'm gonna use a Pillar of Flame on this guy. That's what I'm gonna do.
What's your command?
Ah, yes. With Melody, I guess I forgot to mention this, we now have Passing Slash. Which is one of her crit abilities, or which is one of her sword abilities in the 3rd tier. So she now has a new sword ability, and then instead of the other options that we had with things like giving her War Chanter for extra defense, or the Minstrel for giving everyone else extra spell points, I think we're just going to go into full swords, full sword crit DPS with all of the sword crit abilities, with the weapon she currently has to guarantee critical strikes with swords, as well as also dual wielding weapons so that she can gain more power, because usually weapons have extra strength. Also, if she equipped a Bastard Sword, she would get plus 40% damage with Passing Slash. So, base right now, she does 21. That plus 40%... Can I math? You're looking at another... 8 extra damage? No. Yeah, about 8 extra damage. And so, yeah. Which is quite a lot, actually. So, anyways, let's go ahead and... let's deal with these guys. Let's go ahead, use passing... well, first I want to move over here with Lunge, so that he's in here, able to get his abilities off.
Command me.
I'm gonna go ahead, use Passing Slash to move over here.
Ready.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and drink a drink for a little bit of damage. These guys do a lot of damage. I don't really want to deal with that right now. Oh, that's what he's getting spell points from. Earlier I thought it was from killing these guys, but every time we gain spell points, he gains spell points. I think that's a Archmage ability available once you complete 3 entirely different schools of magic in the Practitioner class. Okay, we'll go with a free chop here, finishing this guy off. And I'm going to use a head knocker. And let's get some mental damage on him. I did this much differently the last time we tried this. No, I didn't. That's exactly what I did. And somehow, I also got this stun chance. I'm like, I don't remember how, but last time I stunned him the first try. Which is very bizarre. So, we've got a 10% crit chance on Headknocker, meaning that it's a 10% chance to stun. That's only available for Headknocker, not available for Chop. Headknocker is a bludgeon ability, where Chop is an axe ability. But that'll be lovely there, because he's going to be stuck in his Pillar of Fire, not going to be able to do anything, at least for the next turn. He does have Resilience, meaning we can't affect him by the same crowd control more than once. So he'll be immune to stun right away. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about that, but I think we can still just hitting him with little attacks, and he will feel them.
Here to serve.
Ready?
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead with a Lyric of Legends. I'll just do Channel 1. We can probably finish this off pretty quickly here.
Command me.
Ready.
At your command.
Here.
It is a pretty difficult fight if you get ambushed, because those guys, they don't have a lot of health, but I remember them doing a lot of damage,
Ready for
and
orders.
they have a really weird attack pattern. They actually attack in a diagonal space, so if one was standing here, they would be able to attack probably both Melody and Fiona. So, really weird area of attack, and not only does it throw you off, but it can hurt.
Of the new world. Ah. Look out!
Ready.
Way to go, Fiona. Thank you for your wonderful song.
Pass.
I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to use... I can't use Storm of Blades because he's got 13 armor, and we're only doing 9 damage with this. So it'll block all of it. I don't think I'm even going to bother with the Kale's Rudiment at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and... I'll probably use a Sanctuary Score, I guess. We'll use a Passing Slash.
Fine.
We could also move over here with Strice with the Shakespeare and use Far Death, dealing how much? 28 damage and reducing his total strength by 10%. Nice.
On your word.
And then a Passing Slash over here. Nice. It'll do stun as well with our 40% chance.
Ready.
And anything else?
What should I do?
At your command.
We've got like a bunch of opportunities still. You know what? Ramado time. Why not?
Yeah.
Ready for orders.
Ooh,
Sounds good to me.
Please excuse me.
Passing Slash as well.
Sure. On your word.
On your word.
Here.
That's not going to do anything to him, but I figured why not? It was free.
Here to serve.
Whatever.
Next turn we'll be able to use Fire Death again.
Ready.
uh-huh.
That'll clear things up
Aye.
pretty easily.
Command me.
And honestly, you've already got your Sanctuary Score, huh? I'll give it to Merlin instead.
I've known apprentices who fight better than you.
What are you going to do with 2 spell points? And I proc my Iron Temper twice, it would seem, giving me 8 bonus strength. I thank you. And he's trying to meditate. How
At your
cute.
command.
I'm just going to go ahead and use a Passing Slash here with Merlin. It is going to crit, meaning that our cooldown will be reset, meaning that we can move back and just do it again.
Ready.
On your word.
Right, you target an ally to or a allied space to move with, and it will target the first thing in range. Alright, and then with that, he should be low enough that we can use Fire Death to finish him off.
You believe this a victory? When I have turned the world against
Easy.
you, I have won. I have won.
Alright, stop monologuing and die already.
John, I regret.
Alright, step complete. Into the wood. We now must speak to Gaufroi's corpse, it would seem.
Lord Manga,
Hello.
your servants have succeeded in the forest of Inshriach. In exchange for promises of victory over the matriarchs of the Ficti, The Siambra Dew will bring us safely to the ruins of Mon-Wed-Fri. They have also, as you requested, captured an elf. He awaits your pleasure.
So, you could dive into this a little bit, because we know a little bit of information already. We know that there's a bunch of ruins in the Inshriach. We also know that there's a portal to the elves in the Inshriach. And yeah, we learned all that from, I think, Rabbi, as well as maybe a little bit of Mage Ogwyn. Anyways, a little bit of foreshadowing here. We're going to be dealing with some new enemies. You could see that they were talking about the Siambra Dew, which is obviously a people group in the context of how that's worded. I originally thought it was a place, but I know that the Siambra Dew have a place in the Inshriach. So anyways, the Siambra Dew, a new group of cultists, will go ahead and interfere and join forces with Gaufroi and his compatriots. We also need to find a place, or a way into the ruin of Mon-Wed-Fri. And that, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's there. And that is something that we might need to do right away. I know that we need to find Mangar's reliquary. Mangar was giving us some issues last time. We need to find his reliquary in a what's it called? In an Elven ruin. No, in a Charn ruin. So, of course, the Charn, they're the old race of humans, and they're pretty evil and are very corrupt and use a whole bunch of magic that we're not supposed to be using. But anyways, we're gonna have to be dealing with a lot of them. We'll have to go to the Mon-Wed-Fri to figure out what's happening over there. And they've also captured an elf, meaning they very well may be torturing him for the ability to gain access to the elves through their portal from the Inshriach. Anyways, that's what you can get from this, and it tells actually quite a bit about the story up ahead. Quite useful. And yeah, we're actually one step away. We're just on the other side of the door from the forest of Inshriach. And it's going to be very exciting. We got some new music coming along.
Thank you, my lord. You are most generous.
Looking forward to it. There we are. Enemy loot. This is what I was saying earlier about a puzzle weapon. This is, in my personal opinion, but also honestly quite unbiased, it's a very incredible item. This is called Gaufroi's Wand. Sure, it doesn't have a whole lot of stats. It's got 2 spell points, 3 intelligence, 6 strength. Yeah, I guess it's mid, huh? But what you don't understand is it's an elven weapon, and it's got an incredibly good ability. Unfortunately, it is only usable on practitioners. That kind of does make me sad. And I'd love to use this on someone like a bard, but I can't. What can I do? What can I do? Anyways, though, Gaufroi's Wand, one of the best items in the games, and I use it in every one of my games that I have a practitioner in. And you can bet that's staying with me from the moment that you get it now to the end of the game, never swapping it out. It is that incredible. What it does, in lower levels, it gives you a chance to remove armor for every on-hit attack. So whether that's 2 or 3 Storm of Blades attacks, or in the case of a practitioner who is going to be using this, something like Arcane Barrage, using Arcane Barrage multiple times, depending on how many spell points you're able to get with it. But what that'll do is that every single attack, whatever it is, it will do armor rend, meaning that it will remove a certain set amount of their armor for that combat, and it starts out with a I think something like a 50% chance, and then it starts at 100% chance. It's very easy to go from 1% chance to the next, just by doing the puzzles. But once you manage to get it to its third level, it becomes very, very impressively strong. Because, well, at second level, it starts giving armor end at 100% chance. And then at third level, every single attack, after they've run out of armor, will actually cause them to take 2 additional physical, what is it, 2 additional physical damage? Yes. The melting will make them vulnerable, and for every source of physical damage that they take, they'll take 2 extra. So it's incredible to have on a mage with lots of spell points and arcane barrage, as well as something like Soul Leech, which is their the ability for a practitioner to crit and regain spell points. And also, when used with something, even though it does physical damage, with a, what's it called? Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath, it activates 3 times on the first target. So with a single Dragon's Breath, even though it doesn't actually it's not likely to do damage because it's doing a low amount of damage multiple times, and it is against it is physical damage against flat armor. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with not doing any damage for the actual fire Dragon's Breath itself. However, you do stack 3 stacks of On Fire, which is good. But also, because it hits 3 times, every single one of those hits will decrease their armor as well. And if they don't have any armor, will give them stacks of melt, giving them or making them take a percentage, or not percentage, +2 extra physical damage for every attack made against that person with those stacks on them. Incredible, incredible wand. If you have a practitioner at all in your party, I highly, highly recommend it. Grab it. It's worth it. Enough said. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to grab it and not use it at all. I'm not going to actually go ahead and use it for... I'm not going to upgrade it. You'll have to take my word on the rend ability. It's very, very nice, and I love having it. And I just don't want to use my seeds up, in case we find something else that we might need or want later. I just don't want to do it. Aha! A shrine to Noyan. Thank you. Ah, and another level up for us. Fiona, you are going to go with Brewmaster. That's what you were planning on doing. Last time when I was looking for ways to beat the other people, all of the paladins over there with their high armor class. Other than that, though, what do I think she's going to do? Well, to be honest, she's going to be swapping right away over to her cleric set of abilities. Probably once I finish off the Into the Woods quest, which is taking a lot more time than I originally thought. But once we finish Into the Woods, then we'll go ahead and swap both Merlin's and Fiona's perks. We're going to go ahead and fight some paladins, and we're going to try to get the Fatherite relic from one of those paladins so that we'll be able to actually gain some cleric abilities of our own. So we're going to go ahead, put that stack into Brewmaster, and let's go ahead and head into the forest. We have finally made it and completed the next objective. And then it's just going to give me another one. And it's going to say, go find the leader of the Ficti. And she's going to be in her... Ah, yes, new music. She's going to be in her city. So we'll need to head to the center of the forest.
Did I steal away like guilty thief?
Oh, Not a pub for miles.
Yes, true. However, there are standing stones.
Strangers, halt. Mother Nain has commanded that all who enter the Inshriach speak first to her. She awaits you at her lodge.
No, I don't want to move that way. Whoops. When they interrupt your when they interrupt your speech, they don't depress your keys for you, unfortunately. So they just stay active until you press them on and off again. So we do actually have this standing stone active now. This is probably what we're going to be using. And here we are. So, Fettercairn there. Of course, we're going to find the tunnel somewhere around here. There was another standing stone right nearby. And apparently this is the one that that we found here. And we're actually looking for this town over here. Little town here. Not exactly to be confused with something like Fettercairn and Scarabray, but decent in its own right. So this is where the Ficti live, and we need to find our way somehow all the way over there. It's quite the path, quite the journey to do so. And this is activated. We're good to continue. We've got, what, 7, 8 minutes left on the clock? Alright, let's keep going here. Yeah, let's go ahead and save, heal everybody up here. Look how nice and peaceful this place is. We got a door here that we can't open. And it looks like we're going to find a new vine, something to clear vines. But that might be later. I wonder when we get that. Is that through our... Oh, new enemies. I mean, not new enemies. I mean, fairly old enemies. Actually, there is a new enemy there. There's a Ficti person. Or some sort or another. Hello, Spear Daughter.
If you come to plunder our forest, it'll do the same thing to you as it did to Harlan's Folly. Careful, children. Outsiders don't last long in the Inshriach.
The forest doesn't look too dangerous.
That's what all the outsiders say. But the Inshriach goes on forever, and swallows men and armies whole. If it wants you to die, you'll never get out alive. He was a Badish king. Swore he'd conquered the Ficti and
Who's
the
Harlan?
Inshriach and built this castle as his first step. It was his last too. Wasn't a year before the forest tore down his walls and he ran back home to his sheep.
Sounds like the forest's got a bit of a mind of its own. Alright.
I'll be seeing your bones later.
Why, thank you. I appreciate your vote of confidence.
What's the point?
Alright, this is actually worth going ahead and using a torch for. I'll let you do the honors. Thank you very much, Fiona.
None of us.
Enemies, attack!
This guy's got a bit of armor, huh?
How about a song to set us right?
I would like to finish this archer off first. And then we'll just have someone else tanking his stuff, probably.
Here to serve.
Kind of wish Storm of Blades did a little bit more. We've only got... I guess it does 18. That's actually not bad at all. Just the 9 2 times just seems like a really low number. It's not. Let's see. What can I do here?
Command me.
Time to die, hero.
Well, other than a Kale's Rudiment and giving Merlin a shield. And then moving
Ugly times.
and using Storm of Blades.
Ready for
Not Storm of
orders.
Blades, I mean
Orders.
Passing Slash. Swap over to Una Space.
This way.
And then we'll be able to use our Red Boots ability again to give us another stack of static charge. I'm actually, in this case, going to go take a drink. Will I? Nah, it's an easy enough fight. We'll probably be fine. Nice, we got the stun, even with only a 20% chance.
Tell me what
Well,
to
there's a
do.
40% chance it failed, 20% chance succeeded. And I'm gonna guess I'm just gonna deal with this guy, and I'm gonna shield Merlin to protect him.
Yeah.
On your word.
Spell Song could be useful though. Probably should have used Merlin to shield himself.
Ready.
Now Melody has no spell points, and Merlin has way too many to spare.
You want a piece of me?
Ah, this guy's got enough intelligence that we are not actually able to do enough damage for it. However, if we wanted to, we could use a double head knocker. Yeah. Sanctuary score is going to give us a shield of 18 and a heal of 9, which is a total of 27. And he's going to be doing 32 physical damage to me.
At your command.
Ready.
Eh. Yeah, I can cancel this. Oh, that works. If you're going to want to crit again for me,
Ready
I'll
for
approve.
orders.
thank you kindly.
Please excuse me.
I'm just gonna go ahead and stack up our static charge again with Melody, and we'll try another passing slash. It won't work this time.
Yes.
I figured I'd try.
On your word.
Give me your best.
Ow.
I'm ready. Command me.
Really?
Here to serve.
I'm gonna go ahead and use passing slash to move Melody in front of this guy, and he's gonna probably tank some hits here, or she is going to tank some hits. We actually have 3 spell points. Let's just go ahead and use Falconion's Fury.
Orders.
Yeah. Ready.
I've got
Ready.
no issue with anything else here. Go ahead, channel 1 with Lyric of Legends, and we just have a lot of spell points now. It's nice.
Bones of the wolf, make it
Ready.
stop! On your word.
Specifically for Melody, I feel like just letting her take it.
At your command.
Aye.
Okay, what are my options here? I can't... Well, I could, I guess, destroy his thing again. There we go. He takes 16 true damage. We could ram a duo time again. I should use Fire Death first.
Whoa.
Oh well. Oh, right. Rhymo duo time doesn't work with Head Knocker.
Uh-huh. Ready.
Whoops.
Excuse me.
What should I do?
In that case, we'll use Failure Spellbind.
On your word. I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Here.
Everyone's done what they need to.
Here.
Or no, go ahead and give a little shield.
What a terrible...
I shall use this power for good. Ready for orders.
Alright, that crit.
Ready. Sure.
Command me.
Let's try again then. Another crit, so it refunded.
Aye.
However, we don't exactly have quite that many opportunity yet.
Orders.
On your word.
Really? On your word.
Who, me?
Ready?
Ready.
I'm just gonna mention this is probably gonna hurt. Huh? What?
Come on!
My question is, why did you just attack like 3 times with Lumbering Strike and then get to do another ability onto Shakespeare?
On your word.
That's actually a little confusing.
Ready for orders. Slammed. This touch will do it.
Ready.
Uh-huh.
Here to serve.
So he has the stack of on fire right now. However, he is still stunned, and he hasn't taken damage yet.
Tell me what to do.
Command me.
Aye.
Ready for orders.
Yes.
At your command.
What should I do? Here. Aye.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and probably just DPS what I can here.
Aye.
Command me.
Tell me what to do.
At your command.
It sounds like a fun idea to use Lowland Park. I'm just concerned about not having Far Death, because that's actually been doing a lot of damage.
Here to serve.
Ready for orders.
Ready for orders.
Aye.
Ready.
This guy's still looking like he's using Lumbering Strike, which is kind of concerning. I don't think I can do anything right now, though. I think it is time to... I'll just take a drink, and I'll use a shield.
Bones of the wolf, make it stop!
Yes.
Oh, I thought I pressed enter. Oops. I was just waiting for him to do his thing. I'm getting tired. Ready to head to bed. Alright.
Ready. Ready for
Let's see.
orders.
Storm of Blades, 12 physical 2 times. That'll do 0 damage 2 times. Not a bad option. Just kidding, it's terrible.
Yes. Ready for orders.
And...
Ready.
do I have anything else here?
Yes.
Here to serve.
Ready. Yes, ready. Touch will do it.
I guess I just get out of the way here.
On your word.
Where are you heading? Yeah, over to her. Lumbering Strike again, though?
I beg your pardon.
That's good.
May I pass?
That's fine by me. There we go. 280 gold scat. So it is ever so slowly moving up in the ranks in the amount of gold that we're getting from that. Alright. We'll leave the rest for later. We've got a cutscene, we've got a couple other bonuses, and we get to see the lovely forest of the Inshriach next time. Thank you all for joining us, and as always, farewell everyone.